Hello and welcome to the Crazy Killing Machine Network Keyforge Premier League news break. I am Jupiter Sakadura from Manlius, New York, as you already know, and I'm here to bring you the goods on the newest thing that we are basically planning right now. So, here it is. Boom, December 5th, 11 a.m. Eastern. Best of one triad. SAS cap of 75 per deck. No Heart of the Forest allowed, please, as we don't want to end games and make them totally unfair. We're all about fun and having a good time. Each deck must be from a different set. More information to come soon, and it will be a $10 entry fee, and it will be again forms and stuff to fill out. It will be on the tournament site right there. When all of it is set up and ready to go, it will be at the tournament site tab for the Crazy Killing Machine Network and the KFPL pull down. You can go to tournaments, sign right up as soon as we get that up. This is breaking news though, so it is not quite ready yet. But bigger news than that is, well, first let me also preface if I didn't say each deck must be from a different set. So you have 4 sets at this point to pick from. You can pick from any of those 4 sets, and by then we'll have a 5th set. Most likely, Dark Tidings, right? So it might be as long as it's online on the Crucible working well. I'm guessing that they will allow that. Not something I asked them, so don't take it for my word. But I'm pretty sure as long as it's functional on TCO, you can use it. But again, no Heart of the Forest. Biggest takeaway from this. All right. Another fresh off the press is that we're clarifying our tiebreakers this time around. The tiebreakers for this set are going to be game wins first, then Buckholtz, then point differential. So that's big because last time we didn't define it that well, and that's why there's confusion in the top 8, and we ended up paying out to the top 9, even though one of the people just pushed it back into the pool for the KFPL Season 2 that you can qualify for. So, with that said, the prize pools and stuff like that will come. All the information for that will come as well. But the real breaking news is not the tournament. The tournament is awesome, and we were happy to have 89 people at our last tournament. So if we can crack 100 this time, I will again give away $50 store credit to my shop. So you can go in there and find stuff and use it to get some new decks or some new toys. Okay. So, but with that said, the $50 won't come easy. We have to hit 100. We have to do better than we did last time. Last time my goal was 80. You guys crushed it at 89. This time it's 100, and I will throw in a prize there. And we're gonna look for other things. But in the nature of giving and good spirits, the big part about this tournament, the thing that I'm most excited about, is not this information. It's not that at all. Get rid of that, and that's not as important as to what we're going to do with this tournament. And what we're going to do for this tournament is we're reaching out to people and businesses and organizations that want to help us spread goodwill over the holiday season, since it's in December and we're basically between Thanksgiving and Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, like Festivus, whatever you celebrate, okay? But it's still the holiday spirit. December is always in the holiday spirit, and giving is crucial. So, with that said, we are looking for people to match, giving basically a dollar match for every person that enters into the tournament. They're going to give a certain amount of money to a charity that we've basically decided to adopt. And the charity that we chose is ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. It's over here. Boop, boop. Doctors Without Borders. And why did we choose Doctors Without Borders, you may ask? Well, the reason is because we are going to look to basically give to the COVID-19 branch of Doctors Without Borders. And as you can read here, COVID is a serious thing, and it's affected all of us because that's why we're all in quarantine. That's why there's mental health issues. That's why there's physical issues. Even like right now, me, Harlan, and my family were under quarantine because he came in contact with his bus monitor who ended up having COVID. So we're in a 7-day wait to see if he shows symptoms or anything. So far, so good. We're halfway through it. Nothing has progressed, but and nobody's sick. But it's affected us all either directly or indirectly. And it's not just us; it's worldwide. So we wanted to make sure that it was a cause that had no boundaries, right? And so Doctors Without Boundaries was the charity that we came up with, and it was Kate that, which is AKA Muffins for that don't know. She was the one that brought it up, and as soon as it was brought up, it was like, boom, that's the one we want. Because honestly, COVID sucks, and we all have that mentality here, and we know that COVID is the reason that KeyForge is in the state that it's in, as far as like just being very stagnant and needing these kind of events and stuff like that to continue on with the energy that we have. And the goal is to grow people, right? So this season, maybe bring somebody that normally wouldn't play on TCO and maybe offer them a small Christmas wish and say, hey, I'll pay your entry and come play on TCO. I know you hate it, but like give it a shot, see if you have fun, and we'll do the rest. We'll do the best to make it so that they do have fun and have a good time, hopefully. But again, Triad SAS Cap 75. That makes it so that it's very fair and it's not like people shouldn't be able to run away with it. Everybody can get access to those kinds of decks. And if you don't have decks that you feel are great, I will let you borrow some of mine. Get in touch with me, ask me, and I will be more than glad to sign off on those and let you guys borrow them. And I'm sure Z and other people have decks that they would be more than willing to help you set up a good triad. So reach out to people. All you need to do is have a person like myself, and all I have to do is write down the information for you, putting your name on it with the date. Show my deck, take a picture of it, boom, you're in. You have a deck. There's no real limitations other than we only want to see one deck with one specific person. So, use those resources. Find friends, find people, find decks that you like that you want to use and play, and come and be a part of this. This last prize pool, first place took home $225. Eighth place took home like 40. I can't quote this exactly, but it's like $45 to $49 was in that range. So that was like four to five times for just hitting top eight. They were able to, and it was top nine really, that were able to basically take home like four times their winning just by getting to that number. So that was huge. It was fun. It was great. And if we hit 100 this time around, the next time around we'll project that we're going to hit 100 again. And as long as we keep hitting 100 or more, we're going to open it up to the top 16 getting a prize pool. So everybody would get, there'd be even more like cashback basically value for you. And that's amazing, right? Like, and we're excited. So I'll even say this. I'll say that if you win a cash prize in events going forward and you'd rather have it doubled, you can double it and use it in my store. That's simple. I'll give you double the value of your cash in leaving it in the pool for the future of our league, and you can get it in decks out of my store. And I'm going to talk to Z, and maybe Z will be on board with that as well. But like we'll see how that works out, right? And lots of good decks in there. Like I have a new pricing system. Go check it out. Anything like that is average or like slightly above average has a set price, and then things that are 20% above average, then you start to hit like a $30 to $100 range. 30% you have like a negotiation. That's a negotiation. Like that's something that the decks are probably, it depends on like whether or not they're personally my decks or good or not, or what, things like that. So go check it out. It's the Jupiter KFPL store on DOK. And like I said, like we're trying to make this as best as it can be for you. So if you take the double up and leave the cash in the pot to put towards the season 2, that would be just like buying decks that I would be putting that money into anyway. So we could basically work out a deal to where that money will go in, and you basically are supporting the future of the league and giving to the prize pool for the people who qualify for the actual league, and you're getting decks back in return at double the rate. So like you're getting a super bonus deal. It's like 50% off almost, right? So that's the best I can offer for that. And with that said, again, we're going to continue to bring you guys these things and bring you this support. So thanks for listening into this news break. There will be a lot more to come once more details come, but I wanted to give you the first look at what we're doing and how we're planning, and our transparency is always number one. We want to let you guys know where we're at because we want that feedback, right? So continue with feedback, give us ideas. If you have things that you want to see or play, the more data we get, the more inputs we get, the better and happier we can make it for you. Remember, tell a friend, bring them to TCO. If you have a new person, look for the series. We're going to be doing a series on basically basics and fundamentals of KeyForge and why to play KeyForge and why it's awesome and fun. I'm working on that with people from Coat, and so it was going to be like this big thing, and I'm going to try to get like lots of different people to interact with it and basically try to create something that generates energy for KeyForge for new players and makes them excited to want to play. That's huge, right? And part of that is just navigating TCO and learning a little bit about it. And because once you get used to it, TCO is actually really, really good. And for the amount of effort that TCO people put into it, like again, patronize them and help them to keep their motivation moving forward. They do a lot of work, and we can't do anything without TCO. So TCO is almost like a root sponsor of us anyway. So like I will always prop up TCO and the people that work over there, Cryogen, Sky Jedi, and all the boys. They are doing God's work for KeyForge. So whatever God is for you. So that is all I got. So stay tuned. We will be back. Thank you for listening. And remember, Doctors Without Borders, boop boop. And if you want to be a person that matches with us, reach out to Z on the channel anywhere and talk to him. He's organizing all this, and he can explain to you exactly what we're looking at. But basically, it's like we're saying, for every person that joins, would you be willing to contribute like a set amount of money that we would all put into a big pool and give to Doctors Without Borders. If you are actually a corporate entity, you could just do it yourself. That way you get your tax breaks if that's a thing for you. But either way, we just want to generate a lot of money for these people that are basically that doctors that are basically donating their time to help people in higher needs for this COVID crisis. And we thought that this would be a cool way to maybe try to do some fundraising on it and do some matching. So more details to come when I have it. Like we're still working it out ourselves, but the concept is there, the core is there, and there we're definitely going to be doing something like that. So thank you again for your support, and if you're interested, again, reach out to Big Z or myself, and I'll put you in contact with the people you need to be with, as I am just the information crossroads. I am not the final decision on any of this stuff anymore, so it's wonderful. But I am excited to bring it to you, and I do always have inputs for them, obviously, because they're great people. But this is a great idea, and I can't wait for this. And I might just sign up, pay my $10 just to put an entry in the thing, and then just drop, because that's how good of a cause this is to me, especially with my fiance who does work on the COVID unit, but she's not. Obviously, she works locally. But COVID has already touched our house with Harlan, so like I mean, I really just want this thing to go away. I wish that was a real thing and I could wish it out of existence, but it's not going to go away, and we're going to continue to see backlashes and things that occur because of it, and it really just sucks. But we're going to do our best to stay positive, and we're going to always continue to push forward, and eventually we'll get through this together. Because why? We're community, we're family. Keyforge rocks, and you guys are the best. So I'll catch you later. Uh, This was a Keyforge Premier League news break.